Welcome to this week's edition of the Commissioner's Corner. I am so excited today. We've got a freshman in the house. Jamie Nelson, freshman forward at Minnesota State University, is joining us today. Welcome to Commissioner's Corner, Jamie. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you so much for having me.
I'm so happy to have you. We were just chatting before we started recording about, the uniqueness of a freshman year this year, and what, I've talked to this point all to upperclassmen about how strange the fall was and some of the differences. But as a freshman, you come in already with some, expectations or uncertainties or excitement or all of those things about getting your first college season started, and then we're hit with, a delay and some of things like that. So I'm just really curious, like how are you? How has it been mentally for you this first kind of portion of the season?
It's definitely not what I was expecting, but I'm so grateful that we're able to play because all of summer, the main question on my mind was, are we even going to have a season? Like, will I even have a freshman year? And I'm just so grateful that we're getting this chance to play.
Is it outside of maybe the things that clearly we can't control? How has it been from an expectation standpoint? Are there things you expected about college hockey that maybe have come true? Are there things that have happened or that you didn't expect?
Yeah, so I have a really good friend on the team from my high school, Claire Budarak. So coming into college, she helped me a lot. She was like, okay, this is what to expect. This is going to happen. You might be overwhelmed, but it'll be okay. Like, I'll help you through it. And that was amazing. It helped a lot because, I knew I had her by my side if I had questions or concerns. And the play, I expected it to be really fast and just on another level from high school, and that's definitely met my expectations.
What would you tell yourself or tell a senior right now or someone who's getting ready to play college hockey? What would be a piece of advice you might have?
I'd say just be flexible with all these changes, especially since high school was delayed. Take that time for yourself, shoot pucks in the garage, work out at home, just do whatever you can to better yourself and prepare yourself for a season.
So you're off to a pretty good start, if I might say so. You're a December player of the month for us, leading your team in scoring. What do you think has been for you some of the keys to your success as the season has gotten started?
Coming into college, I was a playmaker. I always thought I would be getting assists and not scoring, but I think I've changed my mindset to a goal scorer, and I've been shooting pucks more. I've been just pushing to the net instead of playing on the perimeter.
Well, it's clearly working for you. And I know it's been, there's probably, whether you anticipated the success or not, you're having some success, which
Yeah.
is certainly nice. And it's nice to be recognized. I know nationally there was a story done, right coming out of the break about some of the top freshmen in NCAA Division I hockey, and there you were. So how does it feel to be, having some success early on?
It's awesome to be recognized by it, and Um, obviously, I wouldn't be here without my teammates. They've been very supportive and encouraging. They pick me up if I'm having a bad period or anything, and they help me get out of my own head and say, like, I got this, I can do this.
Thank goodness for teammates, right? So
Oh,
you mentioned Claire. What? So I'm curious. What I'm always wondering why young student athletes choose the school that they chose. So what was it about Minnesota State, and maybe how important was Claire in that decision?
yeah, I always knew I wanted to stay in Minnesota and hopefully in the WCHA. And Claire was a senior when I was a sophomore, so going through the recruiting process. And it was actually a huge factor. I wanted familiarity with the school I was going to, and we're really close friends. So having her there a couple years before me, it was huge. And I'm very grateful that she's there and here right now.
Yeah, I'm sure she's probably really grateful for you too. But it's really nice. I mean, you'll talk to your upperclassmen a lot about, what are the things that maybe they remember most when it's all done. And oftentimes it's not the wins and losses, right? It's the relationships, it's the experiences. So nice for you to kind of have that lead in before you even got started. You just mentioned that you always wanted to stay in Minnesota and more specifically in the WCHA. So tell me why. What is it about the WCHA that makes you say that?
I've grown up watching like the Gophers play St. Cloud or the Gophers play Mankato, and I just see the level of competitive games that it brings, and I wanted to stay in that. I wanted to push myself as a player, and I think the WCHA is the best hockey that you can play in, so I wanted to set the bar high for myself.
It's okay to say that out loud, that we think the WCHA is the best women's league. It's okay. I say it too. So nothing wrong with believing everything that we're saying. So tell us a little bit about you. Tell us about your major, if you've decided on one maybe, and maybe what 10 years from now Jamie Nelson looks like.
Yeah, so I actually decided on a major like a month before coming to college, and it's exercise science. And I'm hoping to use it to become a coach either at the high school or college level. I think it's really important that you are able to understand how athletes work and how their bodies work. So hopefully I'll be able to use that in the future for that.
I love that goal. Anytime I hear a young woman say they want to stay in sports in some capacity, just we need you. So stay on course. Okay. How about that? So this weekend, the Mavericks travel up to Bemidji to face the Beavers. So give me some keys to success this weekend at Bemidji.
I think we need to stick to our game plan of playing fast, getting shots on net, and not playing on the perimeter. Our coaches have been really stressing that we need to push to the middle and just get pucks on net and then crash for rebounds. So I think if we stick to that, we'll be good. Good.
Well, good luck. Okay, so we've gotten to the end of this, Jamie, but this is how this looks. So if you haven't watched any of them before, here comes the hardest questions you're going to get. We're to this little section called This Is Me. So I'm just going to ask you for kind of the first response that hits to your head on some of these pretty simple questions. Are you ready?
Yep.
All right, here we go. Favorite food?
Pineapple for sure.
Pineapple.
Yeah.
That's not something you hear a Minnesotan say very often. So tell me why pineapple.
I love fruit, and if you get a good pineapple, it's the best.
I don't disagree. That's awesome. How about favorite movie?
I Can Only Imagine.
Oh, you know what? I just watched that for the first time. I know it's been out for a while, but I watched it right before Christmas. Yeah, really good. Good music too. How about favorite holiday?
Probably Christmas.
I feel like it's the go-to. Tell me why though.
We have family traditions, and it's good just to spend time with family without school or hockey. So.
Got it. Biggest fear?
Heights.
Really?
Yeah.
Always? Have you always been scared of heights?
No, it's only in situations where like it's not stable. Like I'll be fine at the top of a building, or like I even went skydiving, but I just hate when like you feel like you might fall. And yeah, so that's why.
So it's okay though if you're going to make yourself fall, but if you were going to fall because something else fell below you, that would not be okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Man, you went okay, now we have to stop there for a second. So tell me about skydiving. Where were you and how was it?
It was on my 18th birthday. Me and my sister went to Wisconsin, and it was the best thing I've ever experienced. I would recommend it to anyone.
Wow. Awesome. I feel like that's like dream vacation and biggest fear maybe in the same breath. Anyway, okay, next one. Dream vacation.
Thailand or Bali?
I don't need an explanation. I get it. Guilty pleasure TV show.
Grey's Anatomy.
Have you, okay, I feel like you're not even old enough, Jamie, to have watched from when, I mean, Grey's Anatomy has been on for like ever. You've seen it all? Like, are you fully caught up?
Yeah, I think I've watched it through about 3 times now.
Oh my goodness. I get it. I mean, I for somewhere along the way, I lost my way with it, but I just saw maybe I'm probably going to give it away for people who haven't watched it, but I feel like McDreamy came back or something for a little bit, right? I heard that or read that. That was a big deal.
Very big deal.
Very big deal. Okay. How about game day pump up jam?
My go-to is Whatever It Takes by Imagine Dragons.
Like it. Favorite WCHA opponent and why? Hold on, do you have one yet? Because I feel like you haven't played everybody yet, so it might be too early, but
I haven't played everyone yet, but the Gophers were definitely a fun series, especially since I just grew up watching them.
yeah, makes sense. Best hockey memory?
Has to be winning state my senior year in high school.
Hopefully you're going to make some more that might outnumber that one, but for now.
Yeah, hopefully.
And last but not least, what's one thing that nobody or very few people know about you?
Very few people know that I have a fake front tooth unless I point it out to them. So
How
that's one.
how long have you had this fake front tooth?
I think I was 12, maybe 11 when it got knocked out.
And is it hockey related?
Kinda, yeah.
Kind of. Just say yes. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely hockey related. Excellent. Excellent. Now I feel like I at least know Jamie Nelson a little bit better. So this is great. Jamie Nelson was our guest today on the Commissioner's Corner. She and her Maverick teammates will head to Bemidji this weekend to play the Beavers, both Friday and Saturday, which you can tune in and see on Flow Hockey. Thank you so much, Jamie. I can't wait to see how the rest of your freshman season unfolds. And I'm very much looking forward to the chance to come down to campus and get to visit with you in person.
Yes, thank you so much.